You want to say hi to my video blog?
Hi, video blog.
How are you?
I'm wonderful now that you're here.
Miss Penny, say hi to my video blog.
I've been seeing you on Facebook. I got to watch. Huh?
You're about to be on it.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. You got to watch that?
I got to watch one.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It really is cool. I'm like, God, that's neat. It's hard to do, isn't it?
It's on you. You are. You want to say anything?
Hi.
This is Miss
Happy
Penny.
4th of July. We're having a wonderful time here at Unity of Arlington. Come join us.
Yeah.
Let me start over. Hi. Thanks. What were you doing? Good morning. Welcome home to Unity of Arlington. We're very pleased that you're here with us this morning. We have two wonderful guests with us. They have brought us music and message today, and we're really looking forward to it. So let me tell you just a quick bit about them. Char, on the far side over there, on your right. Char Meredith is an award-winning singer-songwriter whose music career has spanned 30 years and 16 albums. I know she doesn't look that old, does she? Started when she was 5. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're counting that little piece you made on the piano with 2 fingers when you were 3, right? Yeah, okay. So for the past 9 years, she has served as music director, one of my peers, colleagues, yes, at Unity in Naperville. Thank you for the word. And also supports other positive music artists through her Spirit Rise record label and recording studio in Naperville, Illinois. To her right and your left is Chelly Seibert. Chelly started playing. I can't help it if they like you. Chelly started playing the drum at the age of 4. Now, another early bloomer, okay? With Tinker toy sticks and a Quaker oatmeal box. True story. Betty will think that's quite familiar, I'm sure. I think she used her mother's pots and pans, though. She currently plays in the band Frozen Feet from Dayton, Ohio, and sings and conducts the choir for Kim Ballou. You remember Kim, rap artist that was here, and True in Cincinnati. Chelly also writes positive music for local churches in the tri-state area and has performed on the Empower Music Posse Awards stage in Orlando, Florida. And Becky and I say, yes, she has, because we were there, and she was awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to turn over the music to Kim, Char, and Chelly.
Good morning, everyone. The words are right up there. Let's sing together. I will not consider myself any less than who I am. Cut from the finest cloth I have walked up lately. Saying now I got me the better suit on. Cut from the finest cloth I have walked up lately. From a perfect God, perfect creation, from the Holy One, I've received His revelation. From a perfect God, perfect creation, from the Holy One, I've received His revelation. Light up the sky and launch the fire. Cut from the finest cloth I have worn up and made. I pick up my heels, 'cause I know my word. Cut from the finest cloth I have worn up and
powerful than positive thinking. Being a positive thinker, I believe something good will happen and I wait for its appearance. As an affirmative thinker, I give myself the go-ahead to claim the goodness of God that is already awaiting me. Thought by thought, I am affirming divine ideas that are my God-given reality. Such thoughts are tools that give shape and form to my life. Thought by thought, I affirm divine ideas. And with that, I invite you to turn within. It just takes a moment. And set your intention for our service today. As the wonderful singer poet Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you.
And then secondly, we let that message drop down into our hearts and be shared from our hearts. And the third time, we let the whole world know about it. So take a deep breath. Together, guided by Spirit, I move forward with a mighty faith and do what is mine to do.
From negative music, I bring forward the God of positive music and invite him into our church and into my home. This morning,
Stand and sing, and when the music stops, that's when we turn to our neighbor with a big grin and a big good morning. It's so nice to see you. Perhaps add a big hug or a high five. Give it all you got. All right. 3, 4. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Proper hug this time. You exude love. You can be your own ministry.
Wow, that's a great endorsement. Oh, I'm sorry.
There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God the good.
Oh man, that we can gather together like this and celebrate and behold the Christ in one another. It's a special thing. It's a special thing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But we are so grateful to be here with you today. Thank you so much for having us back as a duo this time. We've each been here individually, and how fun to come here as to double team you. So hope you're okay with that. So we started off with a song called "Cut from the Finest Cloth." And which is kind of, a term, kind of slang for like chip off the old block, for example. So, but basically it's saying that, hey, you know what? We are created in the likeness of God. That's it.
In no way does saying cut from the finest cloth imply ever being cut off. Amen? Amen. Nothing ever can separate us from that love which we are. That love of God. Amen? Oh, it's going to be an amen day. Nothing separates me from the love of God. Nothing separates me. Oh, I see. Yes, I see. No separation when you are my meditation. All times they are resting this truth. You are always in me. I am always in you. We're going to go ahead and unpack that phrase this morning. I'm going to ask a few questions, right? Exactly who are you?
Do you need to get what you already got?
And when we say you got this,
What is the...
Spiritual beings having a human experience.
We know this, right? Right? Actually, I like the way my friend said, we're all souls in earth suits. Yeah. All souls in earth suits.
I like that. But we are all one with the divine.
And we each are expressing that divine uniquely and in a beautiful way. Amen?
Amen. Now, perhaps some of you have been hanging on to some mistaken ideas that somehow you are just your ego, that you are somehow less than, or that you're broken, or that you're unworthy.
Clear. 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 And mine does that all the time. That thought comes to mind, something that is not true. Clear. So this morning, it will not offend me if I just hear you out of the blue going, clear. I'll understand what's happening, because every moment we get to release those mistaken ideas. We get to kind of let go of that false identity and just step into what is true. Exactly. Yes, amen. And yeah, you know what? And sometimes even saying those words, we hear it all the time on a Sunday. When we say it, and we feel this resistance. We might not even be able to put our finger on it, right? But you feel your body tightening up or whatever. Clear. Just know, that's all. Don't even have to try to fill space. It's just clear. Just notice what's happening, right? Who you are, your magnificence. Absolutely.
And in a nutshell, you know what is true? I'll tell you. Truth is this. You are whole. You are perfect. You are worthy.
Yes. Amen. Mine, whenever we sit like this, for me, is marinate. Just marinate in what that is. It's probably apropos for 4th of July weekend. I know a lot of people prepare their barbecues. And you know, and I'm gonna have to say, the best of them, they're going to prepare that secret sauce. The best of them, they're going to get it. And then I assure you, they will not get that steak and go, flip it in, flip it out. It's not going to happen that way. They allow it to marinate. They put it in there, and then what happens? That meat rests. And it takes in all that goodness. And it's tasty stuff, isn't it? So let's think about ourselves that way this morning, on this 4th of July, as we barbecue and we marinate the steaks. How much more so are we called to marinate ourselves and to soak in and just rest in what is true and what is good. That's tasty stuff. That's tasty.
Healing is remembering.
your spirit. You little divine sparkles. Brighter than any fireworks will ever see, my little divine sparkles. And you got this.
Oh, yeah. You know, when we were doing the research for this talk for this morning, we were looking up the phrase, "You got this." And we thought, well, okay. So we consulted our favorite resource of all places, UrbanDictionary.com. Because that's the one. Exactly, Sonia. You're probably very familiar with it. And so as we read it, it said that the phrase, "You got this," is a statement of encouragement, and that it emphasizes the success of the recipient. And we also learned from the same resource that this statement is often accompanied by the flexed muscle emoji and a multitude of exclamation marks. It is hard to do. More water. You need to hydrate. Don't pull anything. So to use it correctly in a conversation, it would look something like this. Char, there's no way that I'm going to make that finish line.
Chelly, go girl, you got this! You got this. Yeah.
I am so going to need one more of those exclamation points. There, that's how you use it in a sentence.
And so we also looked at the phrase, "I got this."
Yes.
At UrbanDictionary.com.
Over there.
And it was short form, Dennis. I had a peanut gallery right here. And "I got this" is short for, I got this covered.
I got this handled.
Yo, I got this under control.
What was that?
That was like my Chinese Hawaiian girl doing Rocky from Philadelphia, like New York-ish.
And she nailed it, didn't she? That was spot on. I was just going to say, that's what that was. So the phrase, "I got this" and "you got this" are both statements of encouragement, which I think is really cool because, quite frankly, I could use more encouragement.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and just dig in a little bit more this morning, right? If you got something, that means you took possession of it. You had received it, whatever that something is, right? So, Chelly, did you get the ticket to the movie?
Oh, I got the ticket. Did you get my message?
Yes, I got your message.
So, has the movie already happened? Maybe not, but you already took possession of the ticket.
Did I respond to her message?
No.
Maybe not. But I got your voicemail 2 weeks ago, Chelly.
Exactly. So if you've got something, you already possess it. You've already received it.
This is good, right? No need to get it.
You already got it. That's important. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, do it again.
No need to get it.
You already got it.
That's right. Not only is "I got this" encouraging statement to yourself, it's an affirmative statement, isn't it? That's very new thought. It's very Unity. "I got this" is an affirmative statement. You know, Charles Fillmore, one of Unity's co-founders, wrote in The Revealing Word that he defines affirmation as a positive statement of truth. You know that, right? Capital T, a positive statement of truth. So, I got this. It acknowledges the truth that I got this. I got this something. Yeah, I got this. Okay, so, true. It begs the question, what is the "this" that I got? I got this,
fill in the blank. So it's not like I got this project deadline, or I got this math test, or I got this 4 more miles to run.
No. It's not those things, see? But I got this affirms the truth. Capital T affirms the truth that because we are cut from that finest cloth. Amen. Amen. Because nothing separates us from that which we are. Amen. Because of that, then I got this divine nature, right? Woo!
Amen. Come on. I got this. We're not really good at that.
I got this wealth of divine attributes. Woo! I do get excited, you'll notice that. Just turn it down on the back. So, and with this, I can do all things. I can do all things. You know, I got this power. I got this wisdom. I got this strength. I got this zeal. I got this love. I got this life.
Exactly. And by saying, I got this, we are affirming that everything we need is already inside us.
Amen.
Yes.
We were born with this already, pre-assembled. We are divine beings.
Yes. Yes. So this morning we're going to declare it together 3 times. Ready? Together. I got this. Together. I got this. Oh, together. I got this. Woo! Right? See, no one else is there. Always, always, always. But do we accept what we got? No one else is responsible for your experience. No one else. You get to choose to accept what you got. You get to choose to create that life that you desire. You get to choose.
Amen. To accept, to embrace your divine nature, your divine power, your gifts.
And I know sometimes we go through those periods in our lives where you kind of feel, you got this prompting, that your heart is feeling drawn and led in a certain direction. And you get to choose whether you follow that prompting or not. And this morning we're truly here to affirm what is true and who you are, and to encourage you to follow your heart, whatever that may be this morning. To listen to Spirit's voice, to move in that path that you were being called to. And whatever might pop up, that's okay to notice it. It's also okay to go just clear. Release. Go back. Marinate in the juicy goodness of Spirit. And you'll notice how clear that path becomes. Yes? Oh, they'll be right there for you. They'll be right there for you.
Yeah. So we're encouraging you to follow your heart's desire to be the divine you, and to remember that only you can bring your gifts into the world. No one else can do that for you.
Yes.
And this world only works when we all bring our gifts to the table. You got this.
You got this.
Making my way up here, I carry with me a calling to fulfill. Every step I take along this earthen road leads to a crossing where I get to choose the way to go. And at the crossing, I decide to cross out all fear and I let love rise. I'm a snow white dove taken to the sky. I do not turn left, I do not turn right. I spread open my arms and lift up my eyes and I let love rise. I am a snow white dove taken to the sky. I do not turn left, I do not turn right. I spread open my arms and I take flight and I let love rise. Making your way up a hill, you carry with you a calling to fulfill. Every step you take along this earthen road leads to a crossing where you get to choose the way to go. And at the crossing, you decide to cross out all fear and you let love rise. You are so white dove taken to the sky. You do not turn left, you do not turn right. You spread open your arms and lift up your eyes and you let love rise. You are so white dove taken to the sky. You do not turn left, you do not turn right. You spread open your arms and you take flight and you let love rise. Are you let love? Are you let love rise? And I let love rise. I am a snow white dove taken to the sky. I do not turn left, I do not turn right. I spread open my arms and lift up my eyes and I let love rise. I am a snow white dove taken to the sky. I do not turn left, I do not turn right. I spread open my arms and I take flight and I let love rise. Oh yeah, oh won't you let it rise, let it rise. And go forth, oh knowing who you are, may you go forth on the wings of love, on the wings of love, my friends, let love rise.
Woo!
May you let love rise in your experience. May you accept all that you are, all that you have. May you choose to use your gifts to consciously create and step into what is yours to do. We'll go ahead and take this into a time of meditation. Just simply close your eyes. Inside
is the answer in the silence, is all I'm after. Be still, be still, be still, be still, and know. Be still, be still, be still, be still, my soul. Giving head, so whatever is true, whatever is right, whatever is beautiful, it's got sight, whatever is good, whatever is kind, whatever loveliness I find. Oh, I think upon these things. 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 Whatever is kind, whatever loveliness I find. Oh, I think upon these things. 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 Oh, yes.
Thank you all very much for your music and your message this morning. We certainly appreciate it. If the ushers would come forward, please. And let's say our offertory blessing together. Together, we accept these gifts with gratitude. We share them with joy. We use them with wisdom. We are blessed, grateful, and prosperous. And so it is. You got this. You already have been given a big light, and now we're going to remind you to shine it.
This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And now please help me bless our wonderful young people. Children, we know who you are. You are the light of God. We love you. We bless you. We celebrate